I first saw the word anorexia in a book about puberty. And it's hard to explain, but a part of me knew that I could achieve it.
I started realizing that I wouldn't be able to walk off all the calories I had eaten that day, and I started calculating in my head everything I was going to have to do to work it off, and I started freaking out, and I began sobbing.
One week I would eat just 1,700 calories a day. And then the next week I would go down to 1,600 calories a day. And then the next week it would be 1,500 calories, and so on and so forth. And I did it so my body wouldn't notice right away what I was doing. And I also did it so nobody else would notice what I was doing. And then came the day that I found myself eating a pea a day.
When I was 15, I weighed 82 pounds and all my hair fell out. I started growing these little fuzzy hairs all over my body. It's called lanugo. It's gross.
I started hallucinating. I thought I was looking fatter when in actuality I was really getting thinner, but all I could see was this plus-sized model, and I was imagining fat on places that just, it didn't exist.
I haven't told my boyfriend about my eating disorder, and once in a while we eat pizza. Pizza is a very scary food because it combines a bunch of different food groups and it has a lot of hidden calories. Let me tell you that multiple food groups in one bite can be very intimidating when you're trying to get control over your life again.
One time I showed up with a roll of quarters in each pocket. And my therapist is like, I need to know, do you have any weights in your pocket? And I said yes, even though I couldn't look her in the eye.
I was really tempted to down a bunch of water before my weight check. But it meant that horrible feeling in my gut and really needing to pee, so I skipped it, and by some miracle, my weight had maintained. I know that doesn't mean much to the regular Joe or Joanna, but to me it was such a relief to know that I don't have to do the things that will lead directly to relapse.
The process of recovery is learning from your relapses. I have relapsed 3 times.
I'm in purgatory. It's where you can't go back to the way things were before, but you can't move forward and get better. You don't want to relapse because of what you've been through, but you can't face recovery because it is so damn scary.
In purgatory, you stew for a long time, but then something happens, like a trigger or a flare-up, and then you suddenly realize that you have to decide where you're gonna go.
I have been battling an eating disorder since I was 14. I'm not out of the woods yet, but at least I can recognize the sunlight on the forest floor.
You have to do what it takes to take care of yourself. And that means learning to love the body that you were given. And in that truth, I realized there was freedom.